Hey hustlers, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine, aka Jazz Hustles, and I am a 21-year-old Amazon seller. I started selling in the beginning of last year and I'm still going at it. As you guys can tell by today's title, I'm going to be showing you guys what to do if your products do not sell. Now, this is a question I get all the time, like literally all the time. What do you do if your products don't sell? I know a lot of you guys are scared to start selling on Amazon for that exact reason. You're gonna go through a lot of products that are not going to sell for you on Amazon in the beginning, just because you're testing out different things and you really have to see what works for you and see how well you analyze the data correctly. So without further ado, let's get straight to this video. If you haven't already, make sure to like it up, subscribe for more, and push the little bell so you're notified whenever I post. My new bitch look like Halle Berry, but she don't love me, she's too scary. Okay, so first things first, I just pulled up a product that I actually found doing RA shopping at Ross, and it tanked. I didn't send it out, so that was perfect, but I am gonna use this example so then you guys can see this is like a real life scenario. As we can tell here, when I found it, it was around like $25 and now it's going for $17.95. I was buying it for $8.55. It was like $7.99 plus 7% tax. So as you can tell, it just doesn't really look too good anymore, and I didn't ship it out yet, so I easily returned them. I already returned them to Ross, so perfect for that. Now this is gonna happen once in a while, but you honestly just have to keep looking at your listings before shipping it out, and that's what I always do. When it's prep day, I make sure that all of the stuff that I'm about to ship out are still in good standing. So with this product, as we can tell, remember my inbound shipping is actually 30 cents, I believe, on SellerAmp, but don't put it that, just because I am also putting in my RA products with my wholesale products, so I get cheaper shipping. The more you ship out, the cheaper your shipping is going to be. And usually, as of lately, I've been charged around 25 cents to 26. So I just put mine at 30 cents. As you can see here, 30 cents per pound. But I honestly, if you are just doing arbitrage, retail, and online, you most likely won't be able to have shipments that are weighing like really heavy. My shipments, they usually weigh around 600 to 800 pounds total. So it's really hard to kind of get that weight when you're only doing retail and online arbitrage. So that's why it is great to scale into wholesale. So then you can start scaling your products. There's a lot of Ross products or RA products that I find profitable because mine 30 cents per pound. But then when you guys go into the same store, look at the same products, scan the same products, it may not be profitable for you, just because your inbound shipping should be 160 and then Q4 around 175. But that's like the estimation. So you would want to keep your SellerAmp settings as 175 for Q4, October through December, and then year long, Q1, Q2, and Q3, I usually estimate around 160. Now that's the number that I was using. If you don't really know how to calculate your shipping correctly, then I will link my tutorial on how to calculate your FBA shipping. I know a lot of times when I'm showing products for my YouTube videos, you guys go to the same exact product just to see if your settings are correct, and then it tells you like totally different numbers. I'm just letting you know because mine's is 30 cents per pound. Remember, put yours 160, 175. This is my calculations with the 30 cents per pound included. All the Amazon fees are already included, as we can tell, using SellerAmp, our profit calculator. Total fees $9.20 if you were to sell it at the buy box price right now. So I decided not to sell this product. As we can tell, the raise in offer count, it was crazy. I found it around here. There was like 15 sellers on it. It was doing pretty good. Rank was a little higher and it sold a little slower, but that was perfectly fine for me just because there wasn't too much sellers and too much stock. But I can see that a lot of people found this exact product, and the offer count, we're looking at the third graph, it raised all the way up to 70s almost, yeah. And now the buy box is down to $17.95. So what to do if your products don't sell? There is a total of 3 options, I guess, maybe. The first option is to just tank your price, and not to fully tank it, but just kind of like put it at the buy box price. Don't put it cheaper than the buy box price, because then you might even lose more. So let's just go based off of this one. Let's say that I actually did ship these products out to Amazon and I left my price around 24 is what it was before when I scanned it, and now it's down to 17, and it actually sells slower too. As we can tell, the yellow line on the second graph, the yellow line disappeared, and now it sells slower than 50 times a month. Before it sold 50 plus, and now it sells less than 50, as we can tell. So what I'm gonna do, usually I would tank it rather than creating the removal order. That's my first thing, just because when you are creating a removal order, I'm gonna show you guys how to do that after. You do get charged fees to get it sent back to you. There's multiple options. You can get it sent back to you, you can get it liquidated and dispose of it. Of course, when you dispose of it, they just throw it out. You don't worry about it anymore. They still charge you if you dispose, but it's a really small charge. Now, when it comes to the actual charge, it depends on the actual product dimensions and weight and how much units you have. So I think I bought like a total like 6 units for this one. I'm telling you, it was fire. I think I put my price at 25. It was like $6, 72% ROI. That's crazy. And now it's to $17.95. So that's what I was going to put it at. That's how much I was gonna make per unit. So yeah. So what I would usually do is just either match it at the buy box price, or if I really want to try and squeeze the most profit out of the product, I'm going to look at the buy box analyst on SellerAmp, make sure it's toggled on in your SellerAmp settings. If you don't see that little pie chart and it's not toggled on, you have to go into your settings down here and you have to make sure it's toggled on. Scroll all the way down and press save. I would look into the past 7 days and see what the highest it's been, just because you can sell it at $17.95, but if it's been higher, like let's say $18 just yesterday, I'm gonna put it at $18 just so I can at least gain a little bit of profit. But if you honestly just want to get rid of it, like get automatically rid of it, you just see that the offer count is rising, you don't want it to be too late and the buy box starts decreasing even more, then just match it at $17.95. As you can tell, like I don't even have to look at the buy box analyst. I can tell that it's been $17.95 and that's the highest it's been already. Like here, but it's like barely. If you go into it, it says 19. It's really just up to you. Personally, me in this instance, since I see the offer count is raising, it's slowly going down, but it's like there's way too much sellers on this listing already for it to sell less than 50 times a month. So I would personally match it at $17.95, 20 cents profit per unit and 2% ROI. So it's not like I'm not losing. I'm not really making much either, but I'm also not getting charged extra fees to get it sent back to me. If I wanted to get sent back to me and if it was in the return range of Ross, then I can also do that as well, but that's what I would do. Usually I would just match the buy box price or the highest it's been in the past 7 days. So I would match it at $17.95 and it's really just up to you. I would not put it at $16.45 just because I'm not even profitable at that price. And why tank it even more when the cheapest FBA price is $17.95? So just leave it at $17.95, and then if it still currently is tanking and the price is just going down, you honestly just have to keep repricing. And that's why it's good to have a repricer as well. I use BQ since they can do it for you, and you can put the Roll AI sales maximizer, so then they can always put it at the minimum cheapest price, FBA price. So that's really that. So I just wanted to show you guys that. If you're looking at this right now, don't go ahead and buy this product. I'm letting you guys know right now that it is saturated, it's tanking, and you would be dumb to buy this product. I know many times I have to like disclaimer every time I show a product like on YouTube, people go ahead and just buy it. Like, no. Especially since I'm showing it on YouTube, it may just get even more saturated. So I try not to show too much products. You know, I give a lot of game out, but that's one thing that you do want to gatekeep, I guess you would say, your products and your distributors. We go to the inventory page. This is how you're going to create the removal order if you don't want to tank it. Because let's say that the numbers are actually even worse. Like, let's say that you bought it for like $10. And you're negatives in all these numbers, then it's really just up to you. Like I said, now if I bought it for $10, I would be losing $125 per unit. You can try and wait to see if it's gonna go back up in price, but honestly, this is looking horrible. Like this is looking bad. And let me see, last year it actually went for 30, but last year there was only about 15 sellers on it. So I wouldn't really compare it to last year, especially if just look how much sellers there is right now. So I would probably, you can play with the numbers, but it's really just up to you. But I just wanted to let you guys know that one. Let me put it back at this number. I like making sure my cost prices are always the same, just in case I ever want to go back to it and see how it's doing. But yeah, so you're going to check that. Make sure it's active, because if it's out of stock, like mine's out of stock because I didn't actually send it out. I returned it before I saw that. So you're gonna click select group action and you're gonna create a removal order, and then you're gonna get sent to this page right here. So the dispatch to address is the address that you want it sent back to. It can be any address. It doesn't have to be the one that you have on your account or whichever. It can be anywhere. to be honest. If you have a PO box that is big enough, you can get it sent there. Usually I think it takes around like a week or 2 weeks. I guess it just depends on the volume of the product. Like if I only had 6, I probably would have gotten this product maybe like next week or the week after that. But yeah, so like I said, there's 3 options. You can do the liquidation, dispatch to address, or dispose. Like I said, if you click dispose, then they are going to charge you a small fee. And the thing is, they don't let you know how much they're going to be charging you right then and there. You just have to wait until your seller board lets you know that. If you don't use seller board, you better make sure to have it. Also, link in the description for 2 months free of seller board. It's the best software to have to keep track of the back ends of the business and so forth. And it's really affordable too. Has a lot of different features. I also have a seller board tutorial on everything that I'll link right here. So last thing is the liquidation option. Not every product is approved for the liquidation option, so you really just have to see for yourself. They only give you about like 5 to 10% of the average selling price, so it's really not a lot. But it's honestly, if you just want to give it up, you don't want to get it sent to your house, you don't want to touch the product anymore, then you can try that as well. Last thing, you just input the amount. So let's just say I want to dispatch to my address. You input the amount. Mine is inactive. That's why it says NANA. If it's blocked off and it is active and you do have units, that just means that they're being transferred to many different like warehouses right now, and it's not really in one place. So eventually when it is in one place, they're going to unblock it and they're going to actually let you put the amount that you want sent back to you. And then the last thing is just set removal order ID. That's only if you want to. I personally put like what the product is. You can't really put too much, but I would just put like Disney Funko. Just for your reference. Oh, removal order ID must be 10 units or less, so you can't put much. So I'll just put a Disney Funk. Can I put that? Yeah, Disney Funk, whatever. This is just for your reference, because when you do click review and you submit the removal order on your manage orders page, it's gonna look like you made a sale, but it's actually the order that you made and it's not a sale. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. I love giving you guys these tutorials every single Friday. I do definitely want to start posting more. It's just my life has been so hectic lately with everything Q4, but definitely gonna get back to you guys. Stick with me and then, you know, we'll get through it together. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to like it up, subscribe for more. If you haven't already as well, make sure to follow my Instagram and my TikTok, where I post on those every single day at JASHUSTLES. If you're interested in learning more about Amazon FBA and you want a complete blueprint, then I do have the Jazz Hustles Approach Complete Amazon FBA Guide that is going to be linked in my description. I'm also going to put up like the table of contents so you guys can see exactly what you'll be learning, just everything from A to Z. And if you also want the chance to hop on weekly group Zoom calls with me, you can join my exclusive Hustlers Discord, which is also going to be linked down below. You get about 15 to 30 new profitable leads every single day. That's a total of like 450 plus leads every single month. So it's a really great Discord group. If you're interested in having me be your personal mentor, then you can also apply down below. Also, my boyfriend, he's coming out with an FBM ebook. I think I told you guys last week. It's basically going to be like my FBA ebook, but it's going to be an FBM style. And if you are just looking into starting FBM, since you don't have a lot to start up and you don't want to spend too much on Amazon fees, then FBM is definitely your route. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys real soon. And I hope all you guys are having a great Q4. I'll see you next Friday. Peace.
Hey, dollar, just make that lane switch. That's just how I feel.